Welcome again. Now today we will do the midpoint theorem. That means before moving on to the exercise 8.2, we should know a few more theorems. The theorem is midpoint theorem. As the name indicates, that means midpoint. एक side का midpoint. Okay. Now, what the theorem, the language of the theorem says, the line segment joining the midpoints of two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and equal to half of it. Okay. Only what we have to do in this theorem, that means we have to understand the theorem because proof is not there in our syllabus, but you should know what the theorem says. Okay. One triangle is there, in which D is the midpoint of side AB and E is the midpoint of side AC. किसी भी दो साइड्स के मिड पॉइंट में जो लाइन सेगमेंट बनती है वो थर्ड साइड के पैरेलल होती है एज वेल एज उसके हाफ के इक्वल होती है. दिस द थ्योरम सेज. ओके, लेट्स सपोज अ ट्राइंगल इज देयर PQR. Now let's suppose the midpoint of PQ is S and PR is T. अगर हम इसको ज्वाइन कर दें, we join these points. So what we will get according to this theorem, ST will be parallel to QR and ST will be equal to half of QR. This is the summary of this theorem. इस थ्योरम की समरी इज दिस इज द समरी ऑफ दिस थ्योरम. इस थ्योरम की जो समरी है वो ये है. इस बात कि अगर एक ट्राइंगल की किसी दो साइड्स के मिड पॉइंट को अगर हम जोड़ दें विद द हेल्प ऑफ अ लाइन सेगमेंट, देन इट विल बी इक्वल टू हाफ ऑफ द थर्ड साइड एंड ऑल्सो पैरेलल टू द थर्ड साइड. ओके, एंड वी विल इंप्लीमेंट दिस इन एक्सरसाइज 8.2. हम इस थ्योरम का इस्तेमाल करेंगे 8.2 में. Now here, if we talk about this triangle, so what it says here. Now D is the midpoint of AB and E is the midpoint of AC. अगर हम इन दोनों को जोड़ दें, if we join the point D and E, so what will the theorem say? Theorem will say कि DE will be parallel to BC and DE will be equal to half of BC. So this is the theorem. That means this is the summary of this theorem. और अगर ऐसा कहीं हमें दिया गया होगा तो then we can easily say कि this, okay, by the theorem, this theorem, 8-point theorem, and this theorem is known as midpoint theorem. Why? Because the implementation is because of midpoint. क्योंकि midpoint का use हो रहा है, so that's why it is known as midpoint theorem. So this is the first theorem. That means 8.9. Now the theorem 8.2, just reverse of this. Okay, the theorem says the line drawn through the midpoint of one side. Let's suppose ABC is a triangle in which D is the midpoint of side AB. Okay, one side of a triangle parallel to the other side bisect the third side. Okay, now what we have to understand in this theorem कि अगर एक थ्योरम की एक साइड के मिड पॉइंट से थर्ड साइड के पैरेलल एक लाइन सेगमेंट खींचा जाता है, इफ वी ज्वाइन, दैट मींस इफ वी ड्रॉ लाइन पैरेलल टू दिस लाइन, दिस इज द सिंबल ऑफ पैरेलल. ओके, सो आफ्टर प्रूविंग दिस शुड बी पैरेलल टू दिस. ओके, सो दिस लाइन इज पैरेलल टू दिस लाइन, सो इट विल intersect the third side at its midpoint. So what this theorem, the summary of this theorem is equal to AE equal to EC. That means E is the midpoint of AC. E is the midpoint of AC. So this is a summary कि अगर एक ट्राइंगल की एक साइड के मिड पॉइंट से थर्ड साइड के पैरेलल एक लाइन खींची जाती है तो वो थर्ड साइड को ओके मिड पॉइंट पर कट करती है. सो these are the two theorems which we will use in the exercise 8.2. and very important, and the name is midpoint theorem and the converse of midpoint theorem. The midpoint theorem says कि अगर किसी ट्राइंगल के दो साइड्स के मिड पॉइंट को अगर हम जोड़ दें विद द हेल्प ऑफ अ लाइन सेगमेंट, सो इट विल बी पैरेलल टू द थर्ड साइड and it will be equal to the half of the third side. Okay, the another theorem says कि if in a triangle, if midpoint of one side, say if we draw a line parallel to midpoint of one side, so it will bisect the third side as well. Okay, अगर हम इस पॉइंट की इस साइड के मिड पॉइंट से इस साइड के पैरेलल एक लाइन खींचे तो इट विल bisect the third side as well. Okay, so same condition will be appear कि अगर हम इस मिड पॉइंट से एक पैरेलल लाइन खींचे इसके, so it will also bisect AB. अगर हम इस पॉइंट के मिड पॉइंट से एक पैरेलल लाइन खींचे इसके, तो it will be the midpoint. Okay, so this is very easy theorems, and later we will move on to the exercise 8.2. Okay, now moving to exercise 8.2, the question number 1 is ABCD is a quadrilateral. ABCD is a quadrilateral, not parallelogram. Quadrilateral given. Now what we have to do, and in which PQ, RS are the midpoint of side AB, BC, CD, and DA respectively. P is the midpoint of AB, Q is the midpoint of BC, R is the midpoint of CD, and S is the midpoint of AD. Okay, and AC is the diagonal. AC is the diagonal. Now what we have to prove? We have to prove three things. First, SR is parallel to AC. SR is parallel to AC. SR is half of AC. SR is half of AC. PQ equals to SR. PQ equals to SR we have to prove. PQ equals to SR we have to prove. And PQRS is a parallelogram. This we have to prove. Okay, very simple. And because I told you we have to implement the theorems in this one, so solution again. First of all, the given is what? ABCD is quadrilateral. Is a quadrilateral. It is a quadrilateral ABCD, and PQRS are the midpoints of AB, BC, CD, and DA respectively. And AC is the diagonal. And this is given. Okay. Now what we have to prove? To prove, first we will add all the three things. I am just starting first, and one by one I will change the proof. Okay. First, SR is parallel to AC and SR is equal to half of AC. Now proof. Now here you can see in triangle ACD, it is given S is the midpoint, it is also given R is the midpoint of side CD. So what theorem 8.9 says? 8.9 theorem says कि the line segment joining the midpoints will be parallel to the third side. Okay, and which will be equal to half of the third side as well. Okay, so here you will write in triangle ACD, S and R are the midpoints of side AD, DA you can write, and CD. Okay, so SR will be equal to half of AC and SR will be parallel to AC. Here you will write by midpoint theorem. by midpoint theorem. Okay, so it is the first equation and we have proved the first part. Okay, first part proved. Now moving on to the second part, PQ is equals to SR. PQ SR के equal है. Okay, now moving on to the second part, it is first, now second. What is second? PQ equals to SR. This we have to prove. Now moving on to this triangle ABC. Now in triangle ABC, here P and Q are the midpoints. P and Q are the midpoints of what? Side AB and BC. AB and BC. So what theorem says कि midpoint से जो लाइन सेगमेंट बन रही है वो इस साइड के पैरेलल भी होगी एज वेल एज उसके हाफ के इक्वल भी होगी. सो PQ इज इक्वल टू हाफ ऑफ AC and PQ will be parallel to AC. Again you will write the reason by midpoint theorem. By midpoint theorem. Okay. Now here what we can see कि SR is equal to half of AC and PQ is also equal to half of AC. Okay. So what we can write from equation 1 and 2? From equation 1 and 2, what we can say कि SR is equal to PQ. So we have done with the second part. Okay. SR AC के इक्वल है, हाफ ऑफ AC के इक्वल है, PQ भी हाफ ऑफ AC के इक्वल है. So what we can say SR equal to PQ. First part done, second part done. Okay. Now what third part says? PQR is the parallelogram. So here you will write PQRS is a parallelogram by placing third number. Okay. So now what we have proved? We have proved. I'm not having space, so I'm just erasing it, but you will not. Okay. Now SR is equal to PQ. SR is parallel to AC. PQ is equal to SR and PQ is parallel to AC. Okay. Now what we have concluded? Now before attempting कि PQRS is a parallelogram, think first कि how we can prove PQRS is a parallelogram. कैसे हम इसे parallelogram prove कर सकते हैं? As we know, theorem 8.8 says कि अगर एक पेयर इक्वल है और एक पेयर पैरेलल है तो वो क्या होगा? पैरेललोग्राम होगा. So here what we have SR is equal to PQ. Sorry, SR is equal to PQ, and here we have SR is equal parallel to AC and AC is parallel to PQ. This we have proved above. हमने क्या प्रूव किया कि SR इस पैरेलल AC के पैरेलल है, PQ AC के पैरेलल है. तो दैट मीन्स कि फ्रॉम दिस रिजल्ट बट वी कैन से कि ये इसके पैरेलल, ये इसके पैरेलल, दैट मीन्स SR इज पैरेलल टू PQ. So SR is equal to PQ and SR is parallel to AC. Sorry, PQ. Now by theorem 8.8, PQRS is a parallelogram. Because parallelogram प्रूफ करने के लिए अगर हम एक पेयर इक्वल भी कह दें और उसी को हम पैरेलल कह दें, then we can easily say कि the four-sided figure is a parallelogram. हमने एक पेयर को इक्वल भी कह दिया एंड उसी को हमने पैरेलल भी कह दिया, then we can say कि PQRS is a parallelogram. हमने प्रूफ कर दिया कि SR is equal to PQ and SR is also parallel to PQ. Then what we can say कि एक पेयर वाली थ्योरम, वन पेयर वाली थ्योरम कौन सी है? 8.8. 8.8 थ्योरम says कि if you prove a pair parallel as well as equal to each other, then the figure is said to be a parallelogram. So PQRS is a parallelogram because we have proved SR is equal to PQ and SR is parallel to PQ as well. So PQRS is a parallel. Moving on to the second question of this exercise. The question is, ABCD is a rhombus. ABCD is a rhombus in which PQRS are the midpoint of side AB, BC, CD and DA respectively. PQRS are the midpoints of the respective sides. P is the midpoint of AB, Q is the midpoint of BC, R is the midpoint of CD and S is the midpoint of AD. Okay. Now what we have to prove, show that the coordinate PQRS is a rectangle. Okay. What we have to prove, PQRS is a rectangle. PQRS is a rectangle. So what is the property of rectangle? The property of rectangle is that the opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides equal and angles are of 90 degrees. So that means we have to prove these two things. First, opposite sides are equal to each other. Second, each angles are of 90 degree. अगर हम एक भी prove कर दें, then we can easily say similarly PQR is a rectangle. Then we can easily say. So how to do? Again same solution. First given. First, ABCD is a rhombus. ABCD is a rhombus. If it is a rhombus, so all sides are equal to each other and diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree. Okay. So AC diagonal bisect each other at 90 degree. Diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree. So join the diagonals A to C and D to B. Okay. Now first, that means to prove PQRS is a rectangle. Okay. Now proof. The first thing, how to prove? First we will prove the opposite sides are equal to each other. Okay. So now PQ is the midpoint of side BC and AB. So in triangle ABC, P and Q are the midpoints of AB and BC. Okay, so what we can say? Apply midpoint theorem. PQ will be equal to half of AC and PQ is parallel to AC. Simply. So by midpoint theorem. By midpoint theorem. Okay, this is part 1. Let me equation number 1. Now moving on to this triangle. In triangle ACD, S and R are the midpoints of AD and CD. Okay, so what we can say, कि SR will be equal to half of AC and SR will be parallel to AC by again the same reason, by midpoint theorem. So what we can say, कि SR equal to PQ and SR is parallel to PQ from 1 and 2. Okay, so we can conclude कि SR equal to PQ and SR is parallel to PQ as well. Now moving on to the second triangle BCD. In triangle BCD, R and Q are the midpoints the midpoints of side are DC, CD and Q is the midpoint of BC. So what we can conclude from this? RQ is half of BD and RQ is parallel to BD by again the midpoint theorem. Okay, here you will have the midpoint theorem by midpoint theorem. Okay, now again in triangle ABD, P and S are the midpoints of side AB and AD. So what we can say? SP will be equal to half of BD and SP is parallel to BD. Again the reason, midpoint theorem. Now from equation, let's go, it is third and it is fourth. From equation 1 and 2, 3 and 4, what we can say? RQ is equal to SP and RQ is parallel to SP. Now what we have proved, the opposite sides are equal to each other. Okay, that means first part done. Now moving on to second part, the angles are of 90 degree. Okay, so for angles, now how to prove angle? This is the first part. हमने sides को equal proof कर दी, but what we have to prove कि angles are of 90 degree. Okay, so now angles are of 90 degree. Because for proving rectangle, we need opposite sides are equal to each other and each angle are of 90 degree. Because parallelogram, the rectangle is a special type of parallelogram in which all the sides are, that means opposite sides are parallel to each other and equal to each other. And what we have to prove? Angle is of 90 degree. एक angle अगर हम prove कर दें तो हम opposite angle property लगा के उसे prove कर सकते हैं. Now let's suppose it is O, it is A, it is B. This point is B. This is A. Okay, we know that but we know that diagonals of rhombus bisect at 90 degree. So angle BO or AOD is of 90 degree. ये angle 90 degree होगा. Okay. If we say AOD, so that means BOA, same thing. Okay. Because AOD में ही BOA है, so we can say कि BOA is of 90 degree. Okay, and we know that since SP is parallel to BD, SP is parallel to BD, so what we can say कि SB is parallel to AO. From this, what we can conclude, therefore, what we can say कि SB is parallel to AO. Here, तो ये हमको ये पेयर पैरेलल मिल गया. Now here, कि this AC is parallel to SR. SR is parallel to AC. So therefore, what we can conclude, BO is parallel to AS. So what we can say, SBOA is a parallelogram. हमने एक पेयर अपोजिट पेयर्स को पैरेलल प्रूफ कर दिया. remind the theorem number 1. If opposite pairs are parallel to each other, it is known as a parallelogram. So SBOA is a parallelogram. So this angle must be equal to this angle. So angle BOA must be equal to angle BSA. Why? Opposite angles of a parallelogram. So what we have proved? Angle S is of 90 degree. Sorry, BOA is of 90 degree. So BSA, which is angle S is of 90 degree. So hence PQRS is a rectangle. हमने एक एंगल 90 डिग्री प्रूफ कर दिया एंड वी नो दैट कि rectangle is a special type of parallelogram and S will be equal to Q, and since RQ is parallel to SP, so Q will be equal to P. That means the co-interior angles, so ये 90 है तो ये भी क्या होगा 90 होगा, because the sum of P and Q will be 180 degree, so it will be also of 90 degree. So if this is 90, so this will be of 90 degree. So hence PQRS is a rectangle. Okay. Now moving to our third question. The question is ABCD is a rectangle. ABCD is a rectangle, and PQRS are the midpoints of side AB, BC, CD, and DA respectively. Now what we have to prove? PQRS is a rhombus. This we have to prove. Now how to prove? ना इस केस में हमें बाहर वाला रेक्टेंगल दिया गया है, अंदर हमने rhombus प्रूफ करना है. Okay. Now what is rhombus? Rhombus is a parallelogram whose all sides are equal to each other. Only what we have to do, we have to prove first कि PQRS is a parallelogram. Then we will prove कि the adjacent side are equal to each other. If we prove कि all sides are equal to each other, then we can say कि PQRS is a rhombus. Okay. So first given things, ABCD is a rectangle. PQRS are the midpoint of side AB, BC, CD, and DA respectively. Okay. And PQRS is a that means to prove PQRS is a rhombus. Okay. One more thing is given. That means if it is a rectangle, so angle A will be equal to angle B, will be equal to angle C, will be equal to angle D, which is R of 90 degree. Okay. And what we have to prove? PQRS is a rhombus. So now we can apply midpoint theorem here by making diagonal, by joining these 2 point diagonals. Okay. Now in triangle ACD, what we can say, S and R are the midpoints of side S first, AD and CD. Okay. So what we can say, SR is equal to half of AC and SR is parallel to AC. This is equation number 1. Now move on to the second triangle. In triangle ACB or ABC, what we can say? ACB, what we can say? P and Q are the midpoints of AB and BC. AB and BC. So here the reason you will write by midpoint theorem. Okay, by midpoint theorem you will write MPT, by MPT, midpoint theorem. Okay. Now here what we can conclude, if these 2 points are the midpoint of side AB and BC respectively, so this must be equal to AC, half of AC, and this must be parallel to AC. So PQ is equal to half of AC and PQ is parallel to AC. This is equation number 2, and again you will write by MPT, midpoint theorem. Now what we can conclude from this? SR equal to PQ because both are equal to half of AC, and what we can conclude? SR is parallel to AC. If one pair is equal and that pair is parallel as well, so what we can say? PQRS is a parallelogram. By theorem 8.8. Theorem 8.8. What theorem 8.8 says? Ki if we prove a pair of sides parallel to each other and equal to each other, then it is the figure is said to be a parallelogram. So we have proved कि PQR is a parallelogram. Now what we have to prove कि SP equals to PQ equals to QR equal to QS. Now we have proved it is a parallelogram. So opposite sides are equal to each other. हमने इसको parallelogram proof कर दिया. Now opposite sides are parallel to each other. अब हम किसी भी दो sides को equal proof कर दें, then we can easily say कि all sides are equal to each other. Adjacent sides को, okay? Opposite sides तो proof होगी because it is parallelogram. तो opposite sides क्या होंगी? Equal होंगी. और अगर हम अगर हम इन दो साइड्स को इक्वल प्रूफ कर दें या इन दो साइड्स को इक्वल प्रूफ कर दें, देन वी कैन इजीली से, और इन दो साइड्स को, देन वी कैन इजीली से कि दैट द साइड्स आर इक्वल टू, ऑल द साइड्स आर इक्वल टू ईच अदर, देन वी कैन से कि इट इज अ rhombus. तब हम ये कह पाएंगे कि PQRS इज अ rhombus. ओके, नाउ इन ट्राइंगल PQB, before that means now we are applying congruency in these two triangles, or you can say in these two triangles, or in these two triangles, or in these two triangles. किन्हीं भी दो triangles में congruency proof कर देते हैं. Okay, now I am just proving in this one, in this one, इन दोनों में proof कर देते हैं. Okay, now in triangle APS and triangle APS, BP, BQP, BPQ, इसी में करें. Okay, now since P is the midpoint, so AP must be equal to BP, because ये midpoint है, ये पूरी एक ही साइड है, तो जितना हाफ इधर रहेगा उतना हाफ इधर भी रहेगा. AP equal to BP, sides of rectangle. Okay, rectangle. Okay, because it is rectangle given, so what we can say, because it is rectangle given, so P is the midpoint, you can write P is the midpoint. Second, this triangle, so this side you can say, this side AS will be equal to BQ. Why? AS will be equal to BQ because AD is equal to BC, so उनके हाफ भी क्या होंगे? इक्वल होंगे, because ABCD is a rectangle given, तो AD will be equal to BC, so half of AD will be equal to half of BC. Half of AD is AS and half of BC is BQ. Okay, now angle A is equal to angle B. Both are of 90 degree. Each equals to 90 degree. Okay, so by SS AA SS by SAS SAS SAS. Okay, here you can write SA, इसको बीच में लिख लेंगे SAS. Okay, so triangle APS is congruent to triangle BPQ. Okay, by SAS. Now what we can say, if the triangles are congruent to each other, so PS is equal to PQ. Okay. So what we can say, if PQ is coming out to be equal to PS, PS RQ के बराबर है, PQ RS के बराबर है, that means all sides are equal to each other. Then at last what we will write, therefore PS is equal to PQ is equal to QR is equal to RS. So hence PQRS is a rhombus because it is parallelogram, and parallelogram whose opposite sides are equal to each other, it is said to be a rhombus. So it is a rhombus. Now moving on to the question number 4. The question number 4 is very easy, so you have to do the question number 4 yourself. Okay.